Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is a reading for those of you who are looking for work, wanting to expand your horizons, and you're focusing on your money and career. What is it you need to know? All right, never be afraid to initiate. Someone could initiate with you. This is often a creative energy. See, it's about initiating. It's often an energy of someone who inspires someone to create. People who are creative, yeah. This could be an opportunity, an offer coming in here. You could have to be the person to initiate a conversation, because this is about laying down a foundation. But this is often money coming in, something creative. Yeah, something that could be lucrative here. Yeah, I see someone expanding their horizons too, so I love this. Yeah, it's all about expansion, something you're waiting for money to come in. So, but like I say, if you're just waiting for some money to come in, it's about being inspired to create something. Okay. It's often, when I see that, it's often energy of someone who's trying to inspire you. Okay. To expand your horizons, to look elsewhere, to be more creative. Something that you may be very good at. Yeah, there it is. Inspiration, someone who inspires someone. This, like I say, this is a creative person. They could be reaching out. They may have an opportunity for you. Yeah, there it is. Work, creative work. This is about putting in effort, someone perfecting their craft. So it could even be a craft. Something that you're good at. See, putting some money on that. But I see some of you waiting. Okay, but while you're waiting for a job or whatever it is that you're waiting for, this is about being inspired to put some work and effort into something. Something creative. Yeah, I do see some of you are under some stress and anxiety here. Some sleepless nights. Yeah, waiting for money to come in or waiting for a job. Tell me about this. Initiate. See, this is often where someone, the person who wants this needs to initiate to get it going. See, starting something while you're waiting for whatever you're waiting for. Yeah, see, good luck and timing, fortunate, wheel of fortune. This is something that someone here may be inspiring you, telling you there's something you can do that could make you literally a fortune. So I feel this is about not wasting your time just waiting, okay? It's about doing something. And the King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, these are energies of people who inspire, okay? They use their creativity to build, to create, to make money. They focus on it too, and they stay focused. So I definitely see someone going through a little stress and anxiety. Yeah, while they're waiting. Yeah, see contracts, negotiations, putting out job applications. Yeah, it's all about, you know what I feel too here? I definitely feel there's some very positive energy, someone inspiring someone that could go in your favor. And something here could. See this, if you are creative, and this is a creative energy. If someone tries to inspire you, or it's, like I say, coming in to start something, it could even be a job. Yeah, but I feel some of you don't waste your time. But I do see putting out job applications, negotiating, contracts with the Hierophant, rules, regulations. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about the Hierophant. Yeah, temperance. See, somebody here trying to be patient, but this is an energy of stepping outside the box, trying something different, something unique. Okay, so step outside the box, the norm, the status quo, right? What society would deem as what everybody likes or wants, what they're waiting for, right? So this is about stepping outside the box, trying something different, a unique situation. I feel some of you already have this, and this is someone who's going to talk to you, okay? But don't you be afraid to initiate, because this is a unique situation. It is about stepping out of the norm, the status quo, doing something different. Yeah, see, this is, and it maybe it's some of you are waiting for a job here. You're waiting for, to me, it looks like we got someone who's put out job applications and they're just waiting. So while you're waiting, don't waste your time. Focus on another creative pursuit, okay? Something that you're passionate about, that inspires you and will inspire others. Yeah, and that's what I feel is happening here. The King of Wands. Yeah, I do see something to do with houses, homes, but it's also about a strong financial foundation. Yeah. Some of you are even wanting money to put a down payment on a home. So there's a lot of stress and anxiety, and it has to do with finances. But I mean, this creative pursuit could be something to do with a home. So this is readings telling you to think outside the box, to take a step back and look at things a little different, okay? Now, to try something different, something unique. Tell me more about that. Yeah, so you have the skills, the tools, everything you need to manifest your desires. It's gathering up the info, maybe learning something, right? Maybe trying to learn something here. But someone here may be trying to teach someone to follow their inspirations. Because this is definitely a goal-oriented person. This is somebody who uses creativity to manifest. Be somebody who did this, you know, bought a home. But there's that beautiful energy of putting in work, perfecting the craft. This is someone who focuses until they get what they want. It could be somebody, and it's also an energy of something you can do from home, right? Something you can do from home. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Empress. See, this is an energy of someone who's really, really creative. See, the Empress is always open to offers, opportunities, and ideas. This is someone who tries to keep everything balanced. A person who keeps things balanced. But this is about creativity. Yeah. This is about being open to offers, ideas. This thinking outside the box, the status quo, making necessary changes. But this, the Magician, is about manifesting. It's about harnessing that creative energy. So it's about maybe even researching to see what people like, don't like, and looking for something unique, something out of the ordinary. Because you have everybody has some kind of skill, right? You just have to tap into it. Yeah, and choosing something you love and making choices. See something that everybody can love. And maybe even doing two things, not putting all your eggs in one basket. I do see someone working from home. I do feel there's this energy of inspiration. Yeah, see, it's a lack of money. Someone feeling left out in the cold, having a hard time, maybe wanting to buy a house or a home, you know, and not able to do so. But this is an energy of letting go of negativity, for one thing. Okay, but this is about money and stability. See, it's about just letting that go and staying focused. I see research, doing research, okay, while you're waiting for this job application or a contract. And it is even something to do with contract work. Some of you could have a job coming in. Definitely, this is somebody here who often has a lot of skills, someone who's very capable. Doesn't mean that you're highly educated. Some people are and still have trouble finding, you know, that job or that career. But this is all about someone who's very creative. See, someone who works at home. That's what I feel. But it's about putting in the effort. It's about creating opportunity as well. Yeah, see, it's making your own opportunities. Yeah, see, this is the world, which often I see as the web. Pops to mind when I see readings like this. See, getting out there and researching. What do people like? What do they lack? What do they need in their home? I mean, this could be literally someone who's just very good at creating, you know, taking care of homes, making them look nice. See, creative. But this looks like doing something from home while you're waiting for this right job to come in. Something you may have even went to school for, right? But waiting for that right one. It's all about the status quo, thinking outside the box, doing some research, seeing what people are lacking, what they need. Yeah, and it's all about ambition and staying focused. Yeah, look at that. See, letting go of the negativity, focusing on the positive. It's about not being afraid to start something new. Now, it's interesting, too, because of the status quo, right? And look at, see what's trending, what people are wanting. But this is about creating new, things that make people happy. What else is it trying to say? This reading is really just about inspiration. But I can see some of you waiting for a job, money to come in. And it's all about, see, the Wheel of Fortune is talking about, often it's maybe, right? In a situation like this, like maybe. So while you're waiting, this is what it's telling you to do. Turn things around in your own favor. But I feel like you've got some luck coming in. And it's about focusing on the positive, okay? But this sun is telling me clarity, insight, letting go of this, negative thoughts about money. But it's really about what do people need. This is shiny, bright, new. Be somebody cleaning homes, creating something for homes, things that make people happy. See, it's all about, I feel it's about researching, see the web, looking. And I do see trends, things that are trending, things that are constantly changing. Yeah, see, crossroads energy, but it's making a choice and choosing. Some of you are going to do this, and I know it's become very popular. I mean, we got all kinds of websites, places where people sell things they make, crafts. You have to start somewhere. But yeah, you can see, I do see someone leveling up. Actually, some of you are going to get a job you've been waiting for. I do feel like you have the skills. I see the Empress, someone who already has the skills. Yeah. And somebody here reaching out to talk here. It's all about figuring out, too, when you're trying to use creativity while you're waiting for this perfect job to come in, is looking to see what people want. And that's what it is, what people are inspired by. But it's about inspiring, right? Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on what it's trying to say, but tell me about, and this is someone leveling up, getting a higher paid job, some of you too. See, with the Empress, this is change coming, more money coming in. Yeah. Some of you could leave another job behind you, maybe at a crossroads and making a decision. You're trying to make sure, see, take a step back, making sure that you don't make a mistake and regret it. One thing about creativity, creating things, products, beautiful things, pretty things, things for the home, there really can't be any real regrets there. I mean, you're just putting something out there. But it's all about happiness and clarity and inspiration. Look at that. See, long-term stability. This is somebody being resourceful too. This is about using your resources wisely. And you can see this stability, but here you have this picture of somebody who's going through a bunch of stuff. See, it's about being resourceful, using the resources. See, using creativity, resources that you may have. But I definitely see somebody getting a higher paid job here, bringing in more stability. Someone's got a new job. Other people I feel are leveling up, a higher paid position coming in. Let me have another look at the Ace of Pentacles. What else is coming in? Yeah, someone who initiates. So this is about not being afraid to initiate, just walking up to someone, talking to them. And I do see this is about money, but it's also an energy of looking at a situation. But this card is all about initiating. Okay, so it's all about initiating and talking. Yeah, I see a couple of different ways to initiate. It could be it's telling you, if you want things to go in your favor, you may have to initiate. Or you have people initiating because they see you have the tools. So it's really about putting yourself out there too. Yeah, I think most people know that. Yeah, I see a lot of strength and confidence. Yeah, when you're initiating, exude confidence. See, when you're happy, when you're trying to promote, see, it's about someone promoting themselves too, feeling very confident, but not overconfident. Everything. See, when the Empress is there, it's everything in balance. And I do see some of you creating your own opportunities and moving towards stability. Tell me more about the work. the building, the effort. Yeah, it always takes hard work, but this is where hard work pays off. Yeah, the High Priestess, trust your intuition, your inner knowing. It is about working things through, putting an effort, keeping things to yourself until you're prepared. Because this is about preparing, right? Getting prepared. Yeah. What else is it showing that I can see with all this creative energy? Tell me more about the Empress. Yeah, something that you're really passionate about. See, something that sparks your curiosity, something that fires you up, but it is creative. It's all about creating your own opportunities. That's what the King of Wands does. They create their own opportunities. This is people with that kind of energy, right? They get inspired, like looking around the web, looking for inspiration. But this is about focusing on it until you get it, right? And it's also practice makes perfect. I can really see somebody selling a product and making a choice, focusing on one a little more than the other. But what I really feel like some of you, or someone's getting a higher paid job for sure here. See, stability, someone who's been doing without lack of money and having to make choices, okay? So this isn't just choices in love, it's doing something that you love. When you do something that you love, it's not like work, okay? It doesn't feel like work, and that's what I feel like it's trying to say. But definitely this working at home and building a foundation, see, that saves money. Yeah, see, doing that. It's all about ambition. It's all about researching, looking to see what's trending, what people like, what makes them happy, what they focus on, what people are talking about. Look at, see, it's all about the bigger picture. Yeah, this is I really feel someone's got a new job coming in, a new contract. It's going to be lucrative. It is going to be a lot of work, but it is because of this Empress energy, someone who has skills, they're capable, but it's a very creative energy. It's someone who holds all the tools. They have everything they need. So some of you are exactly what somebody needs here. Yeah. I see as long-term stability, but I see a lot of stress and anxiety, but here it is. Generally, it's unfounded fear. When you're trying to, negotiate or market something, a lot of people have this unfounded fear that it's not going to be successful. If you do something from home, there's not a lot of overhead. Always choose something you love, but I definitely see making a choice, trying to choose. This is why I feel choose two things. And then you'll know, eventually you're going to know when it's time to take something to the next level or make the right choice. But I really love this energy. Look at Nine of Wands. It's saying don't give up too. See, I do see someone worried about making payments. See, but don't give up. Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. It's all about being reliable. It's about following through and staying focused. And you can get what you want. This is what it's showing, but I certainly do feel like someone is just about giving up finding jobs, and then all of a sudden it comes in. Yeah, look at that. Planning, preparing, hoping for the best, staying positive. So I do see some of you achieving a goal. I'm telling you, when this is another card of creativity, but this is about exploring. Okay? Exploring. But it's also about achieving goals, public recognition, but it's about getting yourself out there too. See, on the web, whenever the world comes up with this kind of energy, it's the World Wide Web, right? We don't use that term much anymore, but that's what it is. See, it's about being very creative. Yeah, some of you, it's all about creativity. It's all about building. This is about building your world. I see growth and change coming. See, being very positive, but I see goals being achieved and a victory here. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Pentacles, someone who plans and prepares. Now, it's always, here's another one. Ooh, I like this one. Don't plan. See, this is the stress, anxiety. Don't plan. Don't just plan for, it's like having plan A, plan B, but don't just plan for if things don't turn out right. Plan for success. Prepare for success, because you could get extremely busy. Okay, so with the Empress, it is about keeping everything very balanced. But this is about planning, hoping for the best, planning for the worst, right? But always plan for to be successful as well, because you move into that positive energy. But look at the Queen of Pentacles, someone who plans and prepares ahead. They keep everything very balanced. You might, once you get to a certain point, I see financial planning. I see, I do see learning experiences here too. See, learning experiences, but I feel it has to do with taking experiences from things that you already know and applying it to this situation. I really feel some of you are going to level up in a job here. You're going to become more stable. See, all unfounded fear, but it's all about being inspired. It's all about planning. It's all about looking ahead, looking at the goals, the things you want to, achieve step by step. Look at busy time. Yep, a lot of work, busy, but look at the results. See, this is the energy of letting go of the negativity. Like, I can't do it. I'm not creative. I don't know how to do anything. Yes, you do. Everybody is capable of creating something. You just have to put your heart to it. You have to follow your heart, right? You have to focus. What is it that you like to do? And I really feel so strongly, because of the Magician being here, some of you aren't even aware. Because you're always working for somebody else, you're not even often aware of the skills that you actually have that other people would see as valuable, as an asset. Yeah, see, look at that public recognition, talking to your friends, sharing things with your friends, get your friends to test out things that you're doing. But look at that. I see in your community, like step by step, starting small. Once you feel like something's taking off, things get busier. So make sure you plan for that too. Don't be afraid to ask your friends or family for help. I do see someone feeling a little left out in the cold, lack of money. Don't be afraid to reach out to people and tell them, let go of your pride. Because you'd be surprised how somebody here could provide you with something, maybe a loan or just helping you out. Yeah, all these always come out. Yep, Three of Pentacles, see creative opportunity, collaborating, working in a team. If you're not someone who likes to work alone, bring your friends and family into a situation. Talk, collaborate, plan, and plan for success. Yeah. And we have justice and harmony, again, balance, doing things just right, being particular, doing things right, being picky. But this is also maybe even getting a little legal advice to plan and prepare for that. But it's all about harmony and balance. It's all about justice. It's all about keeping everything balanced. The money, your time, everything. Because I do see time. And see, while you're sitting here waiting for money to come in, or if you put job applications out, don't waste your time. Okay? Time is precious. Yeah, use your time wisely. Yeah, see, that's it. See, someone waiting, procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. If you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, you have to do something about it. That's the Three of Pentacles, doers, people who do things. People who are doers, they create, they come together and collaborate. They lift each other up. So you don't be afraid to ask for support, because especially if there's some of you have money issues, never be afraid to ask for help. Whatever it may be. Just let go of the pride. There's always somebody here willing to provide something, okay? Yeah. But I really like this reading. I like that things are speeding up. I do see positive energy, multiple opportunities coming in for some of you, but it's talking to people, initiating. Let go of your pride, okay? And stop procrastinating. Yeah. See, juggling ideas back and forth and procrastinating. Make a decision that you feel comfortable with, okay? Have faith in yourself. Make the decision you feel comfortable with and go for it. Tell me about the Three of Cups. Yep, see, there's the offers coming in. And I definitely feel some of you who've been doing this, juggling, putting more money out coming in, or sitting there waiting, getting frustrated. Okay, make a plan. This is someone who makes plans. Make a plan and execute it. Okay, don't procrastinate. Never be afraid to bring your friends or family, people that you know that are doers, that are creative, and you all get together and brainstorm, right? Yeah, but there's always something, right? There's always something. You just have to stop procrastinating and do it. And I do see all this energy of strength and confidence, see, becoming strong, confident, and capable. You actually have, some people have more skills than they realize. Yeah. But I love this. Jobs coming in, fresh new starts, more stability. People leveling up financially who are robbing Peter to pay Paul. I do see someone putting a down payment on a home. I do see creating a business. This is also creating a business by using your creativity while you're waiting. But wow, see, this is someone, I feel this is someone inspiring someone. See, they've created a business out of nothing, just stuff, just little bit at a time. But the high paid position here, this is the one that I feel is what most people are probably looking for. Yeah, try to look at things from a couple different perspectives. Okay, change your perspective. If you start to feel negative, immediately change your perspective, because this is where things start to change, is when you change. Okay. Yeah, changing your schedules, routines, making things work, keeping things in balance. Always plan and prepare for success, not just failure. Okay. Plan for both, because sometimes people suddenly become successful, then things move too quick, they're so busy, they get overwhelmed and they give up. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, interesting. So I do see a painful period in someone's life being over, but another thing I see is the straw that broke the camel's back is when you finally decide to make that move. See, gaining momentum to move, to do something about it. I really feel this is inspiring people to collaborate with people and talk to them, to get inspired, to look at, talk about things that are new. Because I'm seeing trending energy, new things that trend, and exploring that kind of stuff while you're waiting. Whatever you're waiting for. But yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. But that's when someone decides to finally move, because the money's running out. And that's often what people do, is they wait till the last minute, right? And start kind of freaking out, sleepless nights and stress. But this is a painful period in someone's life over. Some of you are definitely going to get the job. Some of you are going to find other means to make money in between. Some of you are going to school, learning new things. You still need a little bit of money. Yeah. I do see people talking, collaborating, getting together. I see roommates, building a business with friends or family. There you go. I love it. Take care. Stay positive. And don't be afraid to explore new things. Bye for now.